Those vegan guys. Thank you.
Hello again, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are Those Vegan Guys. And this is another one of our Plot 25 allotment adventures. We believe it's vlog 38.
We think.
It probably is. This is going to be a shorter one.
Yes.
Than usual, because things are winding down here now. We've got a lot of tomatoes to harvest.
We have
today.
We have,
haven't we?
We have, because we did notice we were down just doing some watering yesterday, and we did notice that a couple of the tomato plants in the greenhouse look like they've got like the dry equivalent of the blight that the tomatoes had out here.
Very bizarre.
So we're basically just going to harvest as much as we can out of the greenhouse today. I suspect it's going to be, yes, a plethora.
Quite a lot of tomatoes. Speaking of plethoras, let's show you what we harvested last night that we didn't film here in this here picture. So you see we've got some onions and some tomatoes and some of the beans.
The bosses.
That's when you harvest them, when they're that purple colour and they're dry. Yeah. Dry and crispy.
Which you've mentioned.
I have.
And also,
but it's always worth mentioning, because, and I have to keep mentioning things over and over because people keep. Can we just make this very clear to everybody? We love our little community here, and when we ask, like, right, who's grown beans and what beans are good, and some of you have given us some great answers. Thank you. Apparently butter beans grow really well, yin yang beans.
Oh yes.
There's all these different kinds of beans, because we want to involve our community and get help and advice from them. We know about what Vivi did next. She's not our cup of tea. But it's just a lot of people keep recommending her, and that it's great that she's got that kind of fellowship. Not our cup of tea though at all. We've checked in, but I don't want to always follow other YouTubers. This is about being a community. Some of you aren't YouTube creators, you're YouTube viewers, but you still have a plethora of really good advice that we want to hear.
Yes.
So yes, we know about what Vivi did next. We know. Please don't recommend her anymore. We know. Thank you. And we know about, of course, what's he called? Charles Dowding, who we have followed quite a bit. But this has very much been a journey of discovery, and we're still discovering, even at this point right now. We're getting ready to harvest squashes.
Yes.
Like probably really soon, actually. At least one of those blue hubbards,
without a doubt,
needs to come home with us.
Yeah.
We've been picking strawberries almost every time we've been down here. A few strawberries that have done us for breakfast the next day, so that's been lovely.
It has.
Last night I made a coleslaw. It was carrot, courgette, apple and onion, and the only thing that wasn't from here was the carrot. Everything else was. So it's lovely being able to do. But we've been doing that for the last few months, haven't we?
We have. It's been incredible for our first year. It's been incredible. I'm overjoyed with the amount of stuff that we've been able to get from the plot, the amount of stuff that supplemented our meals, particularly our evening meals over the last few months. And yesterday when we popped down to do some watering, we were also privileged to have our puss was waiting for us when we got here.
Would you like to see a little bit of pussage, like footage of the puss? Pussage. Here you go. That girl's like Aslan. There you go, baby. Good to see you. It's always good to see him.
It is.
Just a handsome chap. Oh, it's always good to see you. Fine, sir. Do you know that you've got your own music? Jason picked a tune for you, and it's your tune.
Hello. There we go, that's what I wanted. I wanted just a nice close-up of your face. But you can't keep still for long, can you? Where are you?
Yeah. can't, can you? Too busy getting fussies. Too busy getting fussies all over this land. All over this land. But isn't he a lovely, handsome chap? Yeah. He always comes for a cuddle, doesn't he?
Often.
Yeah. Often. Well, if he's here and we're here, he'll drop on by.
Without doubt.
So yeah, we're going to harvest tomatoes, as many as we can from in there, and then I'm going to have to think about ways of preserving them. So if anyone's got any tips, don't send me to another channel, please. Our community, if you have any tips about preserving tomatoes, unfortunately we don't have a dehydrator. Thinking about getting another air fryer, actually, like the one with the 3 shelves in it, that also works as a dehydrator. I think it would serve us very well next year.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we've got some apples still left at home. We might get a few more apples today. Obviously we're going to get the tomatoes. We're just going to plough on and show you like we always do.
Onward. Tomatoes are that way. Oh, look at these little like a proper vine of little baby cherry tomatoes. I mean, these are perfect for salads. With why would you do that? Now you have to go up there and ripen. Beautiful little cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of tomatoes to take today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which is great. And like we said in is either last weekend's vlog or the one before that, we've learnt a valuable lesson with tomatoes this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, in terms of the space they need, the growth, the pinching off and maintenance, the airflow, all that jazz.
Yeah. The trouble is, when you're picking them, some of the ones that aren't quite ripe yet fall off. And I hate that. Because I'm like, no, stay on there. You're not ready. You're not ready, Karen. So I'm trying to go for the ones that are bright red. You know what I mean? That are clearly ready to harvest.
Yeah.
I think that might be it, Jay. For all the ones that are like proper red and ripe. This has gone very, very woody. In fact, they all have, but this was the first big beauty, and so today comes the time.
Yes.
For the harvesting of our first blue hubbard.
Fabulous.
Which no doubt I shall be using over the next few days. So there she is. Oh, she's hard.
Yeah, squash.
Rock hard. Blue hubbard. Marvellous. even though we're not keen on these beans, it has to be said, I think these are just runner beans. So these are, again, for those who are first time to the channel, don't presume everyone's watched our stuff before, these are the ones that you don't wait for the bean to grow inside it. You just wait for the stalk to be, well, they say the ideal is about 5 to 7 inches long, and you just cut them at home and part steam them, and then you can freeze them. Now, we're not massively keen on them, but I tell you what, the yield you get,
incredible, innit?
the plants just keep giving and giving and giving and giving. So, and I'll be honest with you, I've picked a couple of batches, left them at home kind of on the counter for a couple of days too long, and then had to compost them. So I need to get these done quick, cut and prepared. So top and tail, cut into segments on the diagonal, about 1 inch, part steam, 2 to 4 minutes, freeze. They're great for adding stuff. Look who's over there, Jason.
Ah, Oreo.
Show Oreo. He's been inside the door just today. He's had a bath and it smells lovely.
Should we go and say hello to Oreo? I'll just go and say hello briefly. Hello, you. Sitting there looking for some attention.
Of course he is.
Oh. How's it going? You alright?
I like how he served you his back then, as it's here's where I want to be rubbed.
Oh yeah, there you go. Can't go without a little bit of fussing. can't be ignoring them, can we? That would just be rude. There we go.
So let me put these in the truck and then I'll come back and tell you. So these are the Borlotti beans. When they're still fresh, they're this colour, like a nice red and yellow, sometimes red and green. When they're ready for picking, they're this colour. So there's a distinct difference. This is still fleshy and soft. This is crispy.
Crispy.
And that's when you harvest them. I would still, like these that I'm picking now, I'm still going to leave at home for a couple of days until they get really, really dry, and then pop the beans out of them. And we've got a jar going, haven't we, Jason?
We have.
We've got a jar going for our Borlotti beans, which hopefully we'll be able to use over the winter as filling for stews and curries. And look at that, Doc, look at these. These are them other ones I was telling you about. They just go crazy, man. They go absolutely crazy. Look at this. And there's more to pick. Good God. Some more of these purple ones that are ready. Come on, love, out the fence. Saw another one, where were it? They're not ready yet, the red ones. However, look at this. The green ones again. Unbelievable the yield you get off these. Like, incredible. This is one plant, I believe, Jason.
Yeah?
We've had so much off it already. So much. Look at that already. How fabulous. Yeah, but how fabulous though.
It's quite incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it? Late summer harvest, plot 25.
Whilst the camera is off the stand, I'll just take a minute to show you our butternut squashes. We're just waiting for them to come on a little bit more. I think we've got 4. And the courgette plants are still producing courgettes, so we may get a few more. There we go, see? And a quick close-up on Root Road. Carrots, going strong. Parsnips. And our beetroots, of course. Obviously the remnants of our spud areas. And there we go.
Oh, I've shown the peanut plant.
Oh yes.
Seems to be doing quite well in there. For some reason.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We did say it's quite late in the season. They need warm soil and loose soil. But who knows? It's an experiment.
You can see the Bromley carefully choosing a chilli for the TVG boys to try on the bench. See how it thinks very carefully, the Bromley. Oh no, it's a massive one. I will lift and show you the truck, full of tomatoes and beans and our first blue hubbard squash. Very excited. It's heavy. But Jason's just, as you saw, chosen a chilli, a Satan's Kiss chilli from the chilli plant in there for us to try. And we tried one a couple of weeks ago, a little one, and it tasted like a sweet pepper.
It did, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It did. And chop it straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle. It went straight down the middle. A lot of seeds in there.
You might want to just pull that bit off the end.
I know. It still doesn't smell hot.
Ready?
I'm scared.
Well, let's have half.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
It's, yeah. That's very different to the one we had a couple of weeks ago. Oh,
it's very sweet, but it's got a kick.
it's definitely got a kick to it.
Not a huge amount.
Enough.
So them are Satan's Kiss. And
Woo.
Actually, Scotch bonnet like heat,
Yeah,
aren't they?
quite sweet. Decent amount of heat there. Throat, tongue. Wow, just a couple of weeks that's made a real difference, and it's
Hasn't it?
growing a bit as well. It's,
Yeah. Oh girl, that's building.
Oh, I'm happy though.
Yeah, me too.
And we gave one of our 3 to our good neighbour Phil, who's got it on his windowsill in the kitchen, so hopefully his will perform the same as ours have.
Right. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, what a turn up for the books. We're not back down at the allotment after all. You may have seen the vlog I uploaded yesterday, the health update. You tell them.
Oh, there's not much to tell. There's a health update. If you haven't seen it, it's linked up there now. But basically, it's 98% that I have the dreaded schmarona, the COVID. I think I got it off somebody at work.
Vaccinated person at work.
Yes.
I just want to clarify
Yes. As many of you know, we're both double vaccinated, so we haven't really been able to continue with the allotment stuffs this weekend. And also, I've been for a PCR test this morning, so that'll be 3 to 5 days to actually confirm, because the previous one was lateral flow. For anyone who knows or anyone that's interested, I'm okay. So far, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm behind. Well, I tested negative yesterday. Should I do another one today? Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. But, you know, we're still getting a lot of comments as well on yesterday's health vlog. Some people have blocked because we're a year and a half into this now. We're a year and a half in and people are still saying things like, oh God, you got vaccinated and you still got the virus. Well, yeah. There's a year and a half of information out there. The vaccination virtually guarantees you no hospitalisation or death.
Mm-hmm.
Virtually.
Pretty simple, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't stop you.
Difficult to understand.
Doesn't stop you from getting the virus. But you know, I'm not spoon feeding anybody. That's a year and a half of this now. Plenty of information out there. You just got to pay attention.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, other than a little bit of a cough. My spine aching like it's been kicked.
Yeah, that's weird.
And a bit of a headache. I'm not too bad at the moment, so I'm hoping, to be honest, that it stays like this and then gets better. But we will see what happens over the next couple of days.
And yeah, it's highly likely I'm going to get positive too, but we'll deal with it. We're eating well. As you'll see on tomorrow's meal vlog, particularly these last couple of days, I've been like, right, let's heal through food, shall we?
I'd just like to also just take a moment to say that the vast majority of comments from people have been beautiful.
And very supportive.
And we really do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I will always call out those people.
Totally.
Just because not enough people do these days. Anyway, hopefully we'll be back next week with an allotment vlog, all being well. Hope you enjoyed what you saw on this one. I love you, mister.
I love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves. Let's walk off disappointedly.